Hold up, why do they doubt the kid? I'm about to prove them all wrong again. I got a low tolerance, cause they don't even know what the problem is. It's me. You waiting on the boy to fail, then hold your breath and face your death. Cause you play a roulette with each step I progress, no less. Go ahead and place your bet.
Welcome back, y'all. This is the Double M Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jesus Dinero, here with my co-host,
Puma El Gato.
What do we got going on tonight, my man?
We are talking about the stunning results that happened at the Ring 4. Let's talk about it.
So, we had actually done some final predictions last week, but unfortunately, we were shooting in a different area. We were actually trying a little bit of a different studio, and unfortunately, the vocals and all that stuff just wasn't sounding right. So, unfortunately, we weren't able to put those out, but here we are with the results of what happened. So, much like we said, much like we've continuously praised the name of Bam Bam, we actually went to one of his fights here in Phoenix. It was interesting, great fight. Much like that, we were right. Once again, Bam finished off Martinez. And listen, you Pumas are taking the L, man, because Martinez just couldn't hang in there after all the trash talk he was doing, after getting in Bam's face, all that other ish. It looks like Bam managed to pull it out. 10th round knockout. Phenomenal counter hook. If I'm being honest with you, if you watch the moments before the fight, Bam was clearly playing like he was playing with them a little bit, in my opinion. I think he was playing possum, letting man throw some punches, throw a lot. He was missing a lot. He was landing here and there, but I don't think any of it bothered Bam because he kept on leaving his hands down, and once he saw his opportunity, bam, he struck. Phenomenal punch coming after Martinez tried to get him out of there, but he just couldn't get up after that phenomenal hook. Great fight by Bam. Again, more people, unfortunately, not enough. More people should be on the Bam. Bam's game is phenomenal. He's doing great. He's being praised by all the insiders are praising him. Doesn't matter who you talk to, Timothy Bradley, Paula Malignaggi, Max Kellerman, everybody. Everybody's singing the praises of Jesse Bam Bam Rodriguez. Everyone that's in the know knows who Bam Bam is. We just need to get him some of that stardom, man. He needs to get up there a little bit more, get a little bit more respect from the casuals because this man continues to work on the game, and now he's looking to unify, and then we're already talking about this man facing Nakatani. We're talking about this man facing Inoue, all that type of good stuff. So, yeah, man, let's definitely start giving this man more respect. What do you think about that, my man?
Listen, Puma L's aside. He was El Puma, I'm Puma El Gato. Even though, yes, that Pumas are taking an L's, he's not the Puma. Or at least, at the very least, he's only one of many Pumas. That aside, Bam Rodriguez absolutely dominated in this fight. Hell, even right before he laid in that counter hook that took out Fernando Martinez, you can see Bam Rodriguez looked like he was smiling. So this looked like it wasn't just another day at the office. It means it was a damn good day at the office. This man was absolutely having fun with that. And the fact that he's already looking to make the fight against whoever the IBF champion is. He didn't know. He was looking to see who the result of the next IBF fight was going to be. That already looks to be in the game plan for Bam Rodriguez. And quite frankly, on the run that he's been going and the fact that Bam Rodriguez is already looking to be the one to at least make a good contender against Inoue himself. The fact that people are even having that conversation just goes to show the level of skill that Bam Rodriguez absolutely has. Whether he's going to be IBF champion and unify, I don't think it's even a question at this point. I think it's just, okay, we're just kind of waiting on the results here. It's only going to be a matter of time until he becomes unified, and then most likely he's going to face Inoue, which the question of whether he takes Inoue enough, that's a different conversation. But the fact that people are even having the conversation just goes to show the level of skill that Bam Rodriguez has. Who else have we got? Who we talking about?
Now we'll move on to Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. And listen, I'll be honest with you. We had picked Devin Haney to win on this one as well. We did feel like he needed to make a statement given some of the past fights that he's had. Yes, I know obviously we're, 2 fights removed from his loss to Ryan Garcia, or, the loss that eventually got overturned. But I don't think he looked as great. I think he looked much better in this one, if I'm being honest with you. He got that second round knockdown of Brian Norman Jr., and he was looking good, if I'm being honest with you. He was looking tough. He was looking like he was looking better than the Devin Haney that lost to Ryan Garcia, looking better than he was even before. So I'm going to be here just like I did before his loss to Ryan Garcia. I'm going to sing his praises. Again, I'm not here to be biased in any way, shape, or form. I'm here to give you guys the straight facts, and the straight facts is Devin Haney looked good last night. Yes, he ended up winning by UD, but against an opponent like Brian Norman Jr., and I think a lot of people downplay that individual, it's a quality win. It's a quality win. It doesn't matter what anybody says. That is a quality win. So shout out to Devin Haney. He did phenomenal. He looked good while he was doing it. I think now we're obviously he's a WBO champion. We're building up that potential because even though we're all a few fights removed now from the first match between Ryan and Devin, even though Ryan lost his match against Rolly Romero, people still want to see it for some reason. People still are clamoring for it. And who am I to tell the casuals and in the public, what you want is wrong? If they want to see that fight, hey, I'm all here for it. I think everybody wants to get some questions off the board, see what really happened, and see if maybe, it was the steroids, maybe it wasn't the steroids, whatever it may be, whatever side of the fence you're on, obviously you're going to make the argument for that side. But I think given everybody still wanting it, this is a good look for Devin Haney. Devin Haney looked good. He knocked him down well. He was flexing on him when he knocked him down. One by UD, and listen, man, he looked good doing it. You can't say nothing. Sure, Brian Norman, for the minimal that he did, you can make an argument, sure, but not an argument that he won. There's no way anybody thinks that Brian Norman won. What do you think about that, my man?
I think at the very least, this puts a good foot forward for Devin Haney to make the rematch against Ryan Garcia. Not even just for putting all the legal BS behind him, but when you look at it, Devin Haney actually got the WBO welterweight title off of Norman Jr. And we're already waiting for the match between Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios. Again, that's going to be for a welterweight title. I believe it's the WBC. So keep in mind, the match itself that the original first match between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, that was already built off the fact that both of these were supermen in their division and they're coming to a clash. Now we're getting the rematch for correcting what happened in the first match with, the legal BS, the steroids and all that. But now we have it against champion versus potential champion. And Ryan Garcia needs to hold up his end because based on last night, at the very least, Devin Haney certainly has held up his end of actually building up the rematch for the fight. Not only by getting a knockdown in the second round, which is already kind of beating the pillow-fisted allegations of not being able to knock out a rando at a country fair. But now he did it while getting WBO gold. Absolutely damn good match coming for Devin Haney. And again, as far as setting up the hype for the rematch against Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney has certainly held up his end. Now the question is Ryan Garcia going to hold up his end? But beyond all that, I am absolutely singing his praises here on out for Devin Haney. Now, what is the final match that we're talking about?
Final one was the one between Anthony Yarde and Dave Benavidez. And listen, we had done what I believe a pretty decent analysis of this fight going in. Listen, man, yes, Anthony Yarde had won his last couple fights, but there was a couple fights a little while back where he didn't look so good. He's been knocked out a couple times. So people are saying this dog is past his prime. Anthony Yarde was still a dangerous dude regardless. I don't care what anybody says. I know some people are going to hate on him. That being said, listen, man, Dave Benavidez, man, whoo-wee. Not only did he beat him, yes, he beat him via 7th round knockout, which phenomenal, looked great. I'm not lying, man. He wasn't giving that boy no quarter. He was going in on him, my friends. There was a couple punches where for whatever reason, Anthony Yarde just wasn't moving, and Dave Benavidez was just teeing off, bro. Right before the bell got rung. I'm not gonna lie, if the bell didn't get ring at that particular moment in time, I thought it was gonna be called off right there. Continuous uppercuts, continuous combination punches, over and over and over and over again, man. The ref made the right call by calling it off when he did. It looked a little bit like maybe he had broken Anthony Yarde's nose. There was I didn't get the perfect glimpse of it, but there was a couple times when he was walking by the screen that it was kind of looking like maybe Anthony Yarde's nose was broken. And listen, man, again, ferocious uppercuts, ferocious combinations. Couldn't have gone any better for David Benavidez. Phenomenal work, phenomenal combinations, and phenomenal win. I think, now obviously he's made his intentions known. He wants to go up and fight Zurdo Ramirez, which is, again, it sucks that unfortunately I wasn't able to put out the video. But we talked about it in the video that he more than likely he was going to talk about facing Zurdo Ramirez. So Oscar De La Hoya has made the comment he wants that fight to happen, I believe, May 2nd of next year. So they're trying to dethrone Canelo for his May date. Yeah, man, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I think him going up all that weight is interesting because you would think his power would diminish, but hey, man, who knows? He looks real good in this fight. So, maybe he can carry his power even further. Zurdo Ramirez himself ain't no joke. I know a lot of people want him to fight Opatai. But we'll see what happens, man. Again, Oscar De La Hoya already put it out there that he wants to see that fight happen. I know Benavidez himself has said he wants to take on that fight. That would make him a 3-division champion. More stuff for the history folks. He looked phenomenal against Anthony Yard. Brother, I know he doesn't want to wait too much longer for Bivol and Beterbiev. So, man, going up, at least for right now, to fight Zurdo Ramirez at cruiserweight, nothing wrong with that at all, man. Nothing wrong with that at all. What do you think about that, my man?
In the interview going into the fight, Max Kellerman said that David Benavidez was essentially the boogeyman when it comes to boxing. And based on this match, this was a horror show, especially if your name started and ended with Anthony Yard. And again, David Benavidez showcased how much speed, power, and deadly precision that he had up against Yard. Yard was basically pretty much playing the part of a speed bag in that match. And the fact that it ended in a 7th round TKO showcases how deadly and how much of a boogeyman and how much of a monster that Dave Benavidez is. Again, smack talking Canelo, smack talking Zurdo Ramirez, smack talking Bivol for not fixing his shoulder. This man is going on a warpath, and I'm absolutely here for it. The fact that he sights on more gold, again, this man just keeps building up his tail, and again, monster is absolutely the perfect name for him.
Yeah, man, I couldn't agree with you more. I thought all these fights were great. I think it lines up good things for everybody moving forward. I think all the opponents that these guys have in their vision in the future, I think are going to be phenomenal fights for all of them, if I'm being honest with you. So we'll have to see what happens. Great night of fights. Love to see all the people that won. We predicted every single one correctly, just like we said it was going to happen as well. We predicted a KO by Bam. We predicted a UD decision by Devin Haney. Let's be honest, that's a pretty easy one to predict. And then we predicted a knockout. I actually predicted, I believe, in the 9th that David Benavidez was going to get. But hey, listen, man, it comes early. Who might have fight that? Great night of fights. Great show. Love to see it all. And with that, make sure to like, comment, hate, subscribe, DM us about the bullshit. And
until next time, get rest and stay blessed. We'll see you in the next one.